Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and we are doing the DLC Brushes with Death, so we just started it.
Still alive,
we need to confront these guys about what they did to the painter.
Does the name Voiter mean anything to you? Master Voiter?
No. Who's that supposed to be?
The painter you left tied up at the edge of the forest under a Trotsky.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't really want to talk about him, do you? Did he do something to you?
Not entirely. That is, maybe. The whole thing was really weird.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
Did it also tell him that you cheat at dice?
What? We don't cheat. Never.
Voiter said otherwise. He saw you flipping the dice, you argued, and then he ended up robbed and tied to a tree.
Oh, he had it coming too. But it wasn't about the dice. He got it in the gob because of what he was saying. Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Where'd you have the loot?
What loot?
Don't lie. You took Voiter's brushes and some nice dice. Or is there something else missing?
Well, I've got some brushes here. And Clovis has a few new dice, yeah. But that's it, nothing else.
Did it not occur to you that something could happen to that man if you left him tied up somewhere?
I told Clovis that, but he said someone would definitely find him and set him free eventually. That's how it was, innit? You found him, and he's all right?
A few minutes later and the wolves would have got him. Wolves tore him apart.
All right. He's in God's hands now. When I found him, wolves were tearing the last shreds of meat off his bones.
Oh, God! We killed him! So what are you doing here? Did they send you from Trotsky to find us? And drag us to court? Are we going to hang?
Continue lying.
Don't worry.
No.
The painter is alive
We'll stop
and well.
there.
But he did send me to retrieve a few of his lost belongings.
You could have spared me that.
You know what? Hand over the brushes and I'll leave.
Look, I'd love to, but,
What'd you
how
do
can
with
I put
them?
it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly
stole?
doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. but I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
I already beat you, dude.
Except it's pretty dark now. Tell you what, come back when it's light out. Farewell, my friend.
This fucking dick. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can wash up and then come back and we'll wait till day. I already beat both of them and I'm gonna have to do it again, aren't I? Okay, vitality, nice. Almost maxed out on vitality now. Next to godliness, washing at a tub or pier or taking a bath in a bathhouse will cure 10 points of your health. Plus, if you go to bed clean, you'll heal 25% faster. Alright, very good. That's the last of perk points for vitality. Looks like we've got another one in swords. Whoops. Effect of a successful opening strike will be greatly enhanced. If you cause bleeding with a saber, the target will bleed a quarter faster, make them easier to deal with. Technically, I'm using a saber right now. Let's go ahead and take that. Alright, how are we doing? Everything's fine, honestly, so even if I just have to wait it out at camp, shouldn't be an issue, even though we probably won't be able to sleep. I'm sure it'll make him really comfortable that I'm just gonna sit here and wait the entire night watching them sleep.
Bought a lovely yew-bow the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake?
Alright,
Greetings, how
you
can I
wanna go,
help?
you little bitch?
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up groschen. What do you say?
I accept. Got everything you need? Except it's pretty dark now. Tell you what,
Bro.
come back when it's light. Farewell, good sir.
Is it bright enough for you now, you baby?
I challenge you to a shooting match.
I accept.
I'll check. Here.
Alright, well, we already beat him once.
Archers, get set! And loose!
Watch and learn. Down you go.
Bro, you done. You cooked.
Well, I'll be. You beat me. But I admit it was a fine win.
Second time in a row,
Here
bitch.
you go. The brushes are yours.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to get him again in dice.
You've got a few things here that belong to the painter, Voiter. He'd like to have them back.
Painter? What's this?
Don't even try it. Yura has already confessed.
I should have known that fool would blab. So, what do you want?
What really happened between you and him?
Let's see if it's a different story.
Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
Rude.
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree where you found him.
Wait, what weird things was he saying? Voiter described...
Well, he was lying to you. Now you...
Or maybe you're the one lying to me.
Then I wouldn't have admitted we hit him over the head with a stick, would I? I'm telling you, There's something off about that fella. He was telling Yura that someone's going to murder him or something. And get this, he claimed his skull told him so. If I was you, I'd watch out for him.
Yeah, he's a strange dude. All right, so these guys' story seems to align.
Yura said you have the painter's dice. Hand them over.
Hang on, just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this.
All right, once again, we beat him once already. This should be... Yeah, I'm going to do those ones.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Okay, we only have to play to 3,000 for this.
Aw, you pooch.
Don't talk to my dog.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Fuck, dude. It's a bad start.
These ones here... like this.
That's as far as I go. It's yours.
I wonder if with this DLC, if the developers change the Antiochus's die.
If I was you, I'd take it. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Do I throw again? I throw again.
Let it be now.
I should let it be.
Play too, you know.
Fuck! Damn it! I knew it was a bad idea. I think they changed the dice with the update.
Yep.
Oh, you're crazy, bro.
My God! Oh,
You said I was
come
crazy,
on.
but mine wasn't nearly as risky as yours. Bro, these throws, man. That's such bullshit,
That's
dude.
the way it's bloody
That
well
is
done.
such bullshit. You cheating son of a bitch.
One's here.
I hope you bust.
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
Cheating fucking piece of shit. My cheating dice aren't even working, so...
That'll do me. Roll.
Okay, 1, 2... No. He's gonna win.
What did I tell you? The dice are mine and
Want to play for...
with pleasure.
I'll check. Here you go.
I can do this all day, dude. I'm so freaking rich. Fuck, I'm gonna play without these dice. These dice are like ass right now.
In my bones.
Okay. Already off to a better start. This fucking guy. Okay, got 4s again.
For Christ's sake, how is that even possible?
Oh, we almost had a run. Hey, 6s. Damn, we really are having some great luck with our regular die.
You must have a lucky... By thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd
How
say
did we
there's some
improve agility
devilry
on
in
that?
play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
All right, there we go.
Good boy.
That's my
Good
boy.
boy.
That's
What do I
my
have for
boy. Have some wolf meat. I want to rob these guys. Should have done that last night, huh? Nay, horsemanship went up. Oh, I didn't rob you. He's still mad. He's still mad at me. It wasn't me. Bro, this place is a mess. Okay, there we go. Oh, we actually are going to Trotsky. I wasn't sure if he'd still be there or not.
Come on. Quick.
Nope, go that way, bro.
Whoa.
Okay, so I guess we're allowed back in Trotsky, huh?
Good.
You don't recognize me, right, buddy? Alright, let's go ahead and check out our perk point. Fully charged attacks made from the saddle, 10% stronger. Yeah, all these are about fighting on horseback. Alright, we took Roadrunner, so that one's out. Okay. Ooh. No? Oh, that was weird. God, I still hate this bastard. This guy's such a dick.
Would you repair a few?
Yeah. You don't repair shit. No longer our bed, huh? Yep, we're no longer welcome here. No? That still counts as our storage. At the very least. But no, we don't get a save there anymore. But we can still use that chest as a storage. So that's something. Alright, so he's in this tower. Okay, so looks like he might be on this level. Doesn't this go out? No, he's not on this level. A little higher up. This your room, bro? If so, I've robbed this room many times. Oh shit, I remember this. This was all just like a bunch of like crap and stuff in here. He really did need to clean up. $6,000 groschen to pay indulgences. Would that make me not wanted in the camp, Sigismund's camp, if I did that?
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what
Gain
happened,
shield symbols.
and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
All right. I reckon I should trust the one who ended up tied to a tree, rather than those who tied him up.
I see it exactly the same way. Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
You are a strange dude.
It feels like you know me a little too well.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good reward, right?
The devil went down to Trotsky. and called himself a painter.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Okay.
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
Trouble? Don't you just wield a brush?
It might look that way, but before you can even think of touching the panel with a brush, you've got to know exactly where the stroke will go. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to, but I work differently than other painters.
He's an artist.
I've got much higher ambitions.
Okay.
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
Why not? I'd be happy to look around. I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colors of the individual parts. And to finish it,
Okay.
I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Bergow has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Okay.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
Okay. I mean, it is somebody else's, sigil on this. Feels wrong to paint over that one, though, but it probably is our best one. 275? We're gonna do it.
We'll get right to it.
We're gonna paint over it. It's our best shield. What can we say? Shield painter. Bring the painter any shield and he'll gladly repaint it to your liking free of charge. You can find Painter's Workshop at Trotsky Castle and in Kuttenberg. They're marked with an icon on your map. Creating a shield motif is split into 5 steps, in each of which you select a part of the design. You can see the steps in the signpost at the top of the screen. Okay. Okay, A and D to go between the different ones. Palea 5. Okay, we got our colors. Now we're working with kind of red and gold right now. Gules, huh? Deep dark red there. Color number 2. Yeah, honestly, maybe just on black. Okay, category. Historical. So these are probably real ones then, yeah? Okay. Craft. got animals. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, good boy. Love that too. Guard hair, nice. Mice. I wonder if as we do more of this, if we'll get access to more. Grim Reaper. Crescent Moon Argent. Kind of like that one. Let's check out nature. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing we'll get access to more. Let's do Crescent Moon.
It turned out well, didn't it?
Okay, cool. And we can always put it back to its original, it looks like.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I'm afraid to leave you alone.
Well, I'm more afraid to leave you on your own. Who knows what tree you'd end up tied to this time?
Who'd have thought my fairy godmother would be so manly? Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I don't believe in that. It's just old wives' tales.
Really? And the fact that you saved me must have been an unbelievably lucky coincidence.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know.
Bug or just
I don't
him
know
being
any
weird?
painters by name.
Who
No?
knows?
What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
Okay.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Let's try this. It's very hard, but we have a 32.
Sounds familiar. I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cattle, or something like that.
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... You know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
He didn't say
Very
no.
droll.
Very droll.
How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you?
I saw
Not
one.
that I think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
I don't know. It all sounds like blasphemy to me.
Nonsense.
Might lose
This is
some rep.
common in art. Take a closer look sometime at paintings of saints. there's always a few hidden symbols or references to old gods in them.
That's true.
And did you know that some churches even stand on the sites where pagan shrines used to be?
Also true.
That can't just be a coincidence.
There's even some that still, like, if you go into the basement, there's like shrines and stuff almost to the pagan gods.
All right.
They would
I'll
like
help
fuse Christianity and their old
What do you
pagan
need me to
beliefs
do?
together, and
Go
the
to
church did
Vidlak
not like it
Pond,
when they found
north
out
of
about shit
Takov,
like that.
And talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Okay. Source of inspiration.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Veles?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Lovely. Okay. Oh, whoops. Was trying to do that. Just trying to look around. Okay, well, there it is on its own little pillow there. There's the cat! Ah! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Kitty! Love it. On heraldry. Didn't say I was stealing when I took that, so... Of course, that's gotten us into trouble before, so that's not always a sure sign. Okay, is that one we haven't read? Oh, it's a skill book. Okay. Oh yeah, we should be drinking, shouldn't we? Keep on forgetting I need to be drinking all the time.
What do you have?
Okay. We're never gonna find a polearm better than the one we've already got, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and sell. What can we get rid of? Don't need the tournament arrows. Can sell that military sword. And how much money does this guy have? 380?
Worried about the price.
Well,
We'll see if we can sell the crucifix to somebody that
Satisfied?
can
that sounds...
actually buy it.
Aye.
Piss him down again.
Ooh, you know what? Our saber has never been sharpened. Yeah, this should get us a bonus.
This one is sharpened already.
Boom. There we go. That's all it takes. Okay.
Damn weather.
Gah!
All right, off to this old lady.
Go! 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 Keep it up.
Let's see. This is this where Vostok is? I think so, right?
Whoa!
Let's see. Can't his son teach us some
You're always welcome here.
archery stuff? Hey, what's up, buddy?
What will it be?
Do you buy wolf?
That's right.
Okay,
Here they are.
we can turn those in.
A dead wolf is a good wolf. Nobody's gonna cry for them around here.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to...
Oh, okay.
Teach me how to sneak around without...
Fine. But it'll...
Okay, stealth 21. No archery, huh?
Henry, listen. Would you like to stop by sometime? After all that's happened, I could really use someone to talk to.
I'm
Sure.
stopped by, buddy.
I'll stop by when I have the time. Why don't we go and have a seat somewhere now?
Aye, I did.
Huh.
Come, let's have a seat outside, so we can admire the view at least. Henry, tell me something. How do you cope? When I asked you to kill those poachers, you went and did it without any remorse.
Well, there's no point crying over them. There are people in this world we could all do without.
Sure, but who's the judge of that? Some people don't deserve to die, but someone kills them anyway.
Why'd you ask?
Being von Bergow's huntsman isn't my only job. From time to time, he gives me a different task.
What do you mean by that?
The first time was 2 winters ago. The Chamberlain summoned me one night. Said he needed something taken care of. The lass couldn't have been older than 15. A servant at the castle. I saw young Sir Jan being dragged away from her.
Jan?
Von Bergow's son. He's at Sbarrow now. So you couldn't have met him. I don't know what they told her, but she rode behind me obediently.
Oh, no.
I brought her deep into the woods. And then, when you shoot
Did he
a
get her
deer
pregnant?
and it doesn't make a sound,
So they killed her?
you know you did a good job. It didn't suffer, you know. But this lass shrieked like a banshee.
Jesus
You killed her?
Christ.
Was I supposed to refuse an order from my lord?
Suppose he couldn't, but my God.
Who was this girl?
I don't know. I reckon I saw her a few times at the castle. A maid, I suppose. She had hair like straw and blue eyes. I keep seeing her.
This is
in my
why he
dreams.
drinks, isn't it? This is why he drinks.
Why did von Bergow have her killed?
When I came over to her, as she was laying on the ground, screaming, to put her out of her misery, that's when I saw it. She was with child.
God damn.
I reckon she was carrying Jan's bastard.
Fuck you, Bergow.
And von Bergow was against it.
So that wasn't the only time you had to do something like that?
It wasn't. Usually they just give me a body to get rid of in the woods. The wolves take care of it. But this was different. It haunts my dreams. The only time I forget about it is when I'm drunk senseless.
This is why he drinks. Jesus.
I didn't expect you were going to tell me something like that. If there's anything I can do to help you...
Bro's really
let me
letting
know.
loose with us,
That's
man.
all right, Henry.
Guess we earned his
Lending your
trust.
ear is more than enough.
Does your family know?
I told Zlata, but not Vitek. The lad is young. He shouldn't have to worry about things like that. But enough talk, Henry.
If he takes over for
Thanks
you,
for
he will.
sitting here with me.
Damn.
And one more thing.
That's really sad.
I'd appreciate if you didn't tell anyone about this.
You have my word.
So I wonder if we were able to have this conversation only because we kept him from drinking at the wedding. Like, I wonder if maybe he wouldn't have trusted us enough to tell us that otherwise. I was not expecting that.
Farewell, Henry.
Wow. So easily missed. Like, I never would have thought to go and talk to Vostatek again like that, but... Damn.
Here, Mutt!
Does he have a drying rack? He has a smoke. But what about drying? Let's check the map. No, I think it's just the smokehouse, so we may as well smoke the wolf meat. It'll help it keep a little bit longer.
Greetings to you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. It's actually really sad. Makes me hate Bergow even more. That poor girl, dude. Oh man, it like legitimately, that legitimately made me mad.
At least for a moment.
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest. I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers, and when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life. Benish, who was sent here from Trotsky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Veloster died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
That's
Come
sad.
now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? Well, I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Veloster always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time.
All right. And I just had food delivered, so I'm going to end this episode just a couple minutes early. But thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the next one, we'll help this old lady maybe get some of her memories back. Or something, I guess. Anyways, have a good one. Bye. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, DWJ Media, Craig E. Christian, Black Wren, Barrettscape, Sanctum, Joshua Jarvis, XX Night Fighter, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.